A careful and targeted preparation of actions to restart a ride can reduce the risk of damages and downtimes. With this Ready2Restart toolbox, we want to support you in your action. Welcome, my name is Bastian Brox and I'm responsible at EMIS Electrics for all service actions. With this little video series, we would like to give you additional support on how to restart a ride after a long standstill. The focus of this video is all on electronics. We will talk about sensors, motors and all the little bits and bytes between them. My guest today is Titus Ahrens, control expert and project manager at EMIS Electrics. Welcome, thank you for being here.
No problem, hello.
What significance do electrical paths have for a roller coaster or an amusement ride, especially in such a situation after a long standstill?
Of course, the electronic components are very important for a start of the ride. So if there's anything wrong, for example, the sensors, you will have alarms or something's wrong with inside the cabinet, then maybe you cannot even turn the ride on. So it's very important that everything is checked on the control side. So also all the components in the field has to be checked if everything is okay, and the electrical boxes inside the field, of course, and the cabinet room itself, of course, as well.
The first track walk is about getting an initial overview of the situation of the ride by a visual inspection. Which positions would you go first?
First, I would check the sensors, all the proximity switches in the field, if they are damaged or maybe on the right position, and all the labels are on the right position. Then also the control boxes in the field, that all the buttons are clean and there's no water inside the boxes and everything is dry. It's the same, of course, for the cabinet room, should be dry as well. And what's also very important is the air pressure units inside the field. So everything should be drained, no liquids inside the air pressure and the pneumatics. Otherwise we will have a lot of problems with the devices.
What should you watch out for, especially with junction boxes and sensors?
The sensors should be clean, of course, especially light barriers. Everything should be okay, not painted, what sometimes happens in some parks, or that everything is clear and they're not damaged. And all the labeling should be okay as well. In case of an alarm, you should find the sensor. Then the boxes should be clean as well. The push buttons, everything on the boxes should be clean. Then there should be no water inside, of course. It should be water resistance. The cable should be okay. They should be fixed. It should not be possible to pull out the cable. And of course, no animals inside the boxes.
Control cabinets are a critical place for electrical issues. What can happen there during a standstill?
For example, if there's some work near the cabinets, there could be dust or dirt inside the cabinets, or at least at the fans. Then the fans and the filters which are in the cabinet for cooling should be checked if the fans are moving and the filters are okay, or maybe you have to change the filters, which should be some time. Then, of course, no water for example, if we have air conditions inside the cabinet room, there could be some waters at the cabinets if they was turned off. Then no animals should be inside the cabinets, of course. The battery should work, and the frequency drives. But this is another point, I think.
A ride can only function with intact frequency converters and emergency batteries. What can cause a standstill to those parts?
Batteries should be replaced after some time. If they are not loaded during a standstill, it could be that they are fully discharged, and then it could be that the battery is not working anymore, which buffers the UPS. And then if you have a loss of power on the right, you will lose the PLC. And then you have to do other things what you don't want to. And the frequency drives, they have to be powered after some time. If they are not powered a certain time, maybe half a year or 1 year, then it could be that the capacitors has a problem with if they get energized the next time. So you have to turn on the ride first and do not power the first time. So no load on the frequency drives at the beginning. Only after you charge the capacitors for maybe 1 hour.
Various drives and motors are sensitive devices on a ride. What errors or changes can occur as a result of a long downtime?
There could be water inside the motors. Then the motor brakes can be stuck after a long time, and the labels and the wiring can be loose. This has to be checked.
How are signal lights and buttons checked for their functionality?
For example, the key switches, they should be okay. No corrosion or water inside the key switches, no dirt, that you can still move it. Then you have to check if all the buttons and key switches are moving mechanically and the contacts look good. And then you have the possibility to activate a lamp test from the control system to check if all the lights are still working. And I think that's it.
The central bus systems are the heart of an attraction. Which issues can arise here and what should be checked?
Should be checked for first the wiring. There are a lot of different bus systems we are using. Some of them needs resistors at the end to make sure that the communication is working properly. And this has to be checked if everything is okay, like it was before. And then if you turn on the ride the first time, you will see if you have any network errors or some bus faults. And if you work and keep the ride running, you will see if everything is working properly, or maybe there are some lost parameters. But usually this shouldn't happen.
Overall, what would you like to say to your colleagues in the amusement parks?
Keep the ride clean and safe, and of course read the manual and read the to-do line. Then everything should be fine.
So thank you very much for being with us and for this very informative and inspiring conversation.
You're welcome. Thanks to be here.
Thank you for your attention, and we wish you all the best for your restarting actions. If any questions arise or the operator's manual leave anything open, don't hesitate to contact us. Contact us on the listed email addresses or telephone numbers. We hope you enjoyed the video and it has helped you in your actions.